Good morning, everybody. This is teacher Jessica, and today we have a science class. Today is May 8th on the year 2020. And today we're going to talk about science materials. If you remember the last class, we talked about the different kinds of materials. And today we're going to have a little review, and we're also going to use the science book. If you want to grab your science book, that will be great. Grab your science book, please, and your pencil case, especially your pencil, please. Okay, so today activities are watch the video and then open your science book, answer page 102, and then take a picture of the evidence and send it through Algebraics. These are the activities from today. Now, let's review up a little bit about the materials. So, I have over here a book. And this book is made of paper. You can see the pages. You can see different pictures, words, sentences. This is a book. And usually the books are made of metal paper. Also, we have another material right here. We have this glass. If you can see it, it's a glass. And you can drink water from here. Also, we have a special toy. We have Mr. Potato Head. I dropped a hand. And this is made of plastic. All of the pieces that are made of plastic. This is a fun toy. Also, right here, I have a different material. This is a trophy. This is your teacher's trophy. And this trophy is made of metal. Trophies sometimes are made of different materials like gold, bronze, silver. But this one in particular, it's made of metal. Also, in here, we have a special transportation toy. This is a wagon. This wagon is made of wood. Now, let's continue. Let's take a look over here. Let's recap. Let's try to match each material with the objects. In this case, you don't have to answer anything. You just need to look at the pictures. Okay? Now, we have three different materials here. We have glass, plastic, and metal. And we have different objects. If you see right here, the plastic is, for example, the box. It's a container. It's made of plastic. Also, the bottle is made of plastic. And the bag, it's a plastic bag. So it's made of plastic. Also, we have different materials, different objects here. In metals, we have a can made of metal. Yes. And we also have a tuna can, which is also made of metal. And if you can see, from glass, there is a bottle. Actually, there are two bottles made of glass. So these are different materials, and this is how we classify materials: glass, metal, paper, plastic, and wood. Now, if we continue here, guys, we have the page 102. If you have the book ready, let's answer this together. The instruction says, think about these objects and what are their properties. In the letter A, we have a cork. In the letter B, we have a rope. In the letter C, we have a brick. And in the letter D, we have a stone. So these are different objects. We need to check and identify what are the properties of each object. For example, in the letter A, let me move my picture. In the letter A, we have a cork. A cork is flexible and resistant. Flexible is something that you can stretch, like my bracelet. This is flexible. You can stretch this. resistant. Resistant usually is something very hard to break, not like a glass. A glass you can break very, very easily. Now, the rope, the letter B, we have a rope. This rope is flexible and it's also resistant. In the letter C, we have a brick. Usually, houses are made of brick. Buildings are made of brick. So bricks have to be very resistant and they are rigid. Rigid is something hard. It's very easy, very hard to break a brick. So these materials have to be very rigid, especially when we talk about building houses or making buildings, we need resistant materials. In this case, the brick. Let me move my picture. Okay. In the letter D, we have a stone or a rock. A rock is rigid and it's very resistant. Okay. Let's continue. Now in here, we have to circle the best material. Compare and contrast your answer. We have 3 different pictures here. We have wood, we have glass, and the last one is the metal. If you see these pictures, we need to circle the material. In the letter A, we have 2 options. We have the wood, a piece of wood, and like a stone or a rock. In this case, you're going to circle the wood. Yes, circle the wood, please. In the letter B, we have a window. This window is made of glass, like this one right here. This is a glass. Now, in the letter C, in the last picture, we have a chair. In this chair in particular, it's made of metal. Metal is usually very resistant. So I hope you can circle the right answers. Okay, good. Now let's continue here. In this activity, you can see it now. In this activity, we have to match the trash to the recycle bin. We have 4 different containers. These are different recycles bin. We have glass, plastic, food, and paper. There are different materials. So, the bottle in the letter A, if you can see it, is made of glass. In the letter B, we have a fish skeleton. So that is food. So you have to connect the letter B with food. Okay? Now, the letter C, we have paper trash. So we have to put the paper trash, we have to match a line, and we have to use the paper. Letter C with the paper. Now, in the letter E, we have a plastic container. So we have to draw a line to letter E with the plastic. And finally, in the letter F, we have also a plastic. It's a glass, but that glass in particular is made of plastic. So you can use your pencil or you can also use colors. That is up to you. It's optional. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move my finger a little bit. So let's review, guys. In this unit, we talk about how can we classify objects. Remember, how can we classify objects? Because our objects are made of metal, wood, plastic, glass, and paper, and also fabric. For example, my t-shirt is made of fabric. In the number 2, the properties of the materials. Some materials are resistant. You can stretch them. Some materials break easily. For example, the glass and the paper are very easy to break. And the last part is how can we protect the environment? How can we protect the environment? Number one, we have to recycle. Recycle the paper, the newspapers, the glass, the bottles. We can recycle a lot of things. So if you are home, try to recycle plastic bags, try to recycle paper, old newspaper, magazines. You can use the magazines to cut pictures and then use them with a project. You can recycle a lot of things in your house. So that, in that kind of way, you can protect the environment. Okay? So this is the end. I hope you had a great time today. If you have any question, you can also send me an email. And I'll see you in the next class. Have a great day. You made a very good job. Te mando muchos saludos, muchos abrazos. Espero que te haya gustado la clase. Y cualquier duda puedes mandar un correo. ¿Ok? Que pases un excelente día. Y sigue así. Vas muy bien con tus actividades. Que estés bien. Besitos, saludos.